Hello Aquarius, and welcome to my channel Spiritual Nomad. I'm coming to you today from Spain, and this is going to be your weekly reading for the second week in June. Let's see what's been happening for Aquarius this week. A couple more shuffles. One more shuffle. And then let's get started. Okay, so so I'm getting the feeling that maybe you've had enough of having to battle with things, maybe battling with life. I'm not suggesting a large battle, just mundane, trivial little problems that keep coming up, just another thing, and you really are you're feeling a little disempowered by it, and like you just can't be bothered anymore. You can't be bothered to fight anymore. It's not worth fighting over. It's just silly things, but they're things that you can't ignore. You have to address them. You have to deal with them. This could be regarding a child, or somebody younger than you, or somebody that sort of maybe spiritually is younger than you, if that makes sense. And so they might be a much older person, but maybe they're in a position of authority or think they are, and they don't understand the Aquarian. They don't understand the way that you do things. You don't play by the rules, and they don't like that. But you don't break any rules at the same time either. You just make your own rules, which is very different. Let's get a few more cards, see what else we have to say. Okay, yeah, so I think there's possibly some sort of messages coming in, maybe emails. I don't think that what's currently on the table is especially relating to romance of any kind. I think this is very much, I'm not going to say legal, because I don't think it's that serious. But it does have to be dealt with, and it's laborious. If you work with a group, it could be dealing with a group of people that you work with, and them saying no, it all has to be done this way, even though you're like, it really doesn't have to be done this way. That's so, there's like 10 steps here that don't need to be made to get to the end result. That sort of thing. Let's see if there's any more messages for you. Perhaps on a different tangent. Let's see what I've got to say. So far looking like you've possibly got one of those weeks ahead. Yeah, I think maybe, I think it's a group. I think, well, certainly for somebody out there, I think it's a group of people. Potentially this is work. If you, for example, if you're a female working in an office environment, and actually I think that potentially the person that you're dealing with may be older, but like I said, they're spiritually not as ascended as you are, and there's a real feeling that you may have reached a point with these people where you just you feel closed off from the group, but at the same time it's actually like you don't actually want to be part of the group. So if this is work related, or if it's friendship related, then or even maybe this is your family and you're just like, I kind of feel like they must have switched the babies in the hospital. these people surely aren't my kin. And I'm not saying that you feel like that about your family the whole time, but maybe just lately, one family member in particular has been driving you a little crazy, to the point where you're just like, you know, maybe a bit of time and distance. I mean, if it is family or friends, it's quite easily resolved, and it just, you know, just maybe it's time just to step back. You leave the group. If it's work, you've got to evaluate how much you don't want to be a part of it. Whether you can just keep yourself to yourself, you know, bite your lip, or whether you need to start looking for something else. If that is the case, then whatever you do, it's very clearly saying here, don't just leave. Don't just leave. Make sure that you have something else set up. So don't be pushed out or bullied out. Make sure that you leave when you're good and ready, and not when anybody forces you to. Because if you are leaving a work position, it's not because you're not good at your job at all. It's because you're better than the rest of them. And but don't leave yourself in a position where you might have to wait for that job opportunity and be financially out of pocket. Make sure that, you know, everything's in place first. Just start making a plan. Deal with what you have to deal with as it comes along, as laborious as it might be. If you see a light at the end of the tunnel, if you change your outlook and the way things are going to go, then it's going to be easier to deal with. If you've got a new ambition or goal at the end of it, then, you know, or if you're already aware that your life is better than that, then it's really isn't something to worry too much about. Yep, okay, yes. Yeah, so remove yourself from anything restrictive, basically, if you haven't already, or you may well have done, and you may be feeling sort of a little bit lost out of this situation, but you've done the right thing by removing yourself from a situation or lowering your guard. You're moving towards much better things. I mean, beyond, you know, you're moving towards, we've got the Ten of Pentacles here and the Sun side by side. So if you're not traveling to the sunshine, maybe you're going to go and work abroad, start a business abroad, perhaps you come into some money and you're just going to have a wonderful couple of weeks in Mauritius, and why not? Maybe you're going to be leaving this job, or perhaps, you know, it's possible that you've already stepped away from that situation and you've been going through a period of time where money has been tight. You may have even been there for some time, years even, where you feel that like every day has been a struggle, and you'd quite like to just wake up one day and not have to worry. And it's coming. It's round the corner. You know, the fruits are coming. You're going to be able to enjoy life at a level where you don't have to worry. You can buy that dress, go out for that meal, buy that car. It's a very different situation to what you have been in and what you've been going through is coming up. Now, obviously this is for the week ahead, but this is probably a longer term result. So it's more that this coming week ahead you might have to go through a few nonsense battles, and brace yourself and try and bite your tongue and not react too sharply, and just deal with everything step by step. And if you're safe in the knowledge that actually you've got this Ten of Pentacles and the Sun coming towards you, down the line over the next few weeks, next couple of months, there's things coming in. There's things that you're going to do and put in place this week that are going to lead you to this end game. So I'm just going to take one more card. That's the one it wants. Okay. Yep. So we've got the King of Swords here. So this could be your energy. This could be your energy, or this could be if you've been going through a divorce settlement, a redundancy settlement, some kind of dispute with property, something, like I said, you know, something to do with somebody that at the very least considers themselves a matter of authority. They may not be really, they may be you know, a very small fry, or this could quite legitimately be we're coming to the end of a divorce. For somebody out there, I think that's definitely what's happening. We've had a split, or we've walked away from work or love, and it's all good. The karma's coming for the Aquarian. Most definitely the karma is coming for you. On the bottom of the deck there we see strength, the strength card. So remaining strong and remembering not to be stubborn, which is a quality that the double-edged sword of being an Aquarian is that sometimes you can be stubborn. Strength and stubbornness can get muddled together. It's like it's knowing when to stop being strong and when to actually let other people help you, and enjoy yourself. So once you've come through this, and I'm thinking this is looking like it's more than likely going to be towards the end of June. So we've got a few more weeks. We're probably going to get a few more readings that are going to be similar to this as we're wading through some bits and pieces. We're tying off loose ends here towards our end game, which is these wonderful cards. And look at that all together. Don't they look beautiful all together? I'm just going to clear these away, and I'm going to give you a Wild Offerings Oracle card to back up your reading. I used these last week, and these are by Tosha Silver and illustrated by Katie Daisy. I've got lovely messages and lovely artwork, and I find they're a really good clarifier for the readings. So let's see what we've got here for Aquarius today. Okay, Aquarius. There we go. We're just going to take a look at the back of the card there, the lovely Ganesh illustration. And your message today is impatience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. So again, I find these tend to back up the readings really well. They always resonate with the message that I've had come through, and it's patience. So you're going through a process, and you may have been going through this process such a long time now that you really are ready for it to wrap up and finish. There's just a few more loose ends to tie off, Aquarius, and then it really is. You really are going to be able to sit back, relax, and enjoy the fruits of all your labour over the last 2 to 3 years, most probably. You are going to be able to enjoy being free from that marriage, being free from that job, being in that new job, having sold that property, whatever your individual story is, as this is a general reading. So there's going to be many different resonations for many different Aquarians here, but the general message tends to resonate somewhere for each person. And just be patient, it's all coming soon. Okay, thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you again here on my channel Spiritual Nomad. Thank you and goodbye.